Good morning, all you strat-o-matic baseball fans. This is Robert once again for strat-o-matic Replay. I'm glad to be here to you, and I'm getting some pretty good comments lately. And I want to thank everyone who's been watching these replays of mine for all you strat-o-matic fans out there. So again, thank you very much. And remember, please leave, if you could, please leave a nice comment. Or if you didn't like it, that's fine too. Tell me I suck, which, well, I know I do. This is the year 1912. And what is the year 1912 known for? Well, let's have a look. In the year 1912, the Boston Red Sox beat the New York Giants 4-3, including a tie. Ty Cobb blasted 402 for the American League, while Heine Zimmerman of the Chicago Cubs bested 372. Frank Baker and Tris Speaker both hit 10 homers. Heine Zimmerman hit 12 in the National League. And, of course, some putts by the name of Walter Johnson for the Washington Senators pitched 1.39 ERA. That's pretty much amazing. It was also the year the Boston Red Sox won 105 games. And I wonder if that had to do with something about Fenway Park. 1912 is known as the year of the ballpark. We have a lot of ballparks that opened up this season. Let's take a look. First of all, we're talking about Fenway Park as the Boston Red Sox open up that stadium that year. The Detroit Tigers, only a few minutes later, christened Navin Field with a 6-5 victory over the Cleveland Naps. And, of course, Navin Field would become Tiger Stadium in later years. The Cincinnati Reds played their first game in the history of Crosley Field. And that, of course, is one of the more traditional ballparks at the time. And, of course, a very famous baseball stadium, of course. Since it is the year of the ballpark, I thought the 1912 replay for this episode would be something about that, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So let's turn our time machines back. So activate your flux capacitors and your DeLoreans for April 20, because that's where we're going. We're going to go play the first home game in the history of Fenway Park. So let's get there. Let's have a look and see what it looks like, shall we? The date is April 20th, and it's against the hated New York Highlanders. And yes, this is also the last year they are known as that until they become the Yankees in 1913. And so, of course, the first game at Fenway should be, of course, their biggest arch rivals in baseball, the Highlanders. It is a beautiful day for a game here at Fenway, and there you can see the Green Monster. This is actually not a bad picture of Fenway at that time. Boy, does it look different than it does now, of course. Let's take a look. Top of the first inning. Let's see who's pitching here for the Boston Red Sox, and that's going to be Buck O'Brien. And in 1912, 20 wins, 13 losses, a 2.58 ERA. This is a team that won the pennant and the World Series. So this is a championship Red Sox team that I decided to take over to play in this game. The computer will manage the New York Highlanders. Let's go to the top of the first. Let's play ball. Pitching for the Red Sox is Buck O'Brien. Leading off for the New York Highlanders will be Guy Zinn. And the first pitch of the game, first roll is a strikeout, 1 down. And that will bring up Harry Walter. Split card comes up, a fly ball to center field. Speaker makes the catch, 1 down, 2 down. And now it'll bring up Hal Chase. Hal Chase lines out to Yerkes at second to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the first inning. And pitching for the New York Highlanders will be Harry Hooper. I'm sorry, wrong player. I'm sorry, Ray Caldwell. Ray Caldwell in 1912, 8 wins, 16 losses, a 4.47 ERA in 26 starts. So Ray Caldwell will pitch, and we will have Harry Hooper lead off. Bottom of the first. And there's a ground ball to second. Gardner makes the play, 1 down. There's that Green Monster. Still amazing how it looked back then. I don't really know how old this picture is, but if that is an actual shot of Fenway back in the 1910s, that is amazing. Here's Steve Yerkes for the Red Sox. He grounds one to Dolan at third, and he can't make the play. It'll be a base hit for Yerkes. So Yerkes gets the first hit in Fenway Park history, and now here is Tris Speaker. And Tris Speaker in 1912, a 383 average, 10 home runs, slugged at 565, 567. Wow. Tris Speaker, as we all know, is a Hall of Famer, and he was an absolute incredible baseball player for the Red Sox. The pitch to him, there's a fly ball to left. Zinn will make the catch, 2 men away, and now we will have Jake Stahl. Stahl hits a long fly to left, but he will make the catch, and the side is retired. We go to the second inning. Here's Roy Hartzell to lead it off for the Highlanders. There's a ground ball to Stahl, who'll make the play at first, 1 down, and will bring up Burt Daniels. Daniels hits a single to center. Speaker's going to have to send it back into the diamond, and the Highlanders get a runner on first, and will bring up Cozy Dolan. And O'Brien throws, trying to pick Daniels, and he throws the ball away. That will be a 1-base error and allows Daniels to move to second base. As it looks like Daniels is trying to get the lead, and O'Brien threw to pick him off. But Daniels goes to second. Here is Dolan to bat. There's a ground ball to Wagner at short. It allows Daniels to go to third with 2 men away, as Heine Wagner makes the play. And here's Earl Gardner. Gardner walks. And now it'll be Gabby Street for New York. He can't get the lead. And he's hit by the pitch. He's plunked. So the base is loaded for Ray Caldwell. And Caldwell pop flies out to third. Gardner makes the catch. And so the New York Highlanders leave the bases loaded. Bottom of the second. Here is Larry Gardner for Boston. And that's a strikeout. And now it will bring up Duffy Lewis. Pop fly ball to Hartzell at short. He makes the catch, 2 down. And now here's Heine Wagner for the Red Sox. There's your split. It's going to be a fly ball to right. And he is out. Third inning, no score. Here is Guy Zinn, top of the order for the Highlanders. Fly ball to Hooper and right. He'll make the catch, 1 down. And now here's Harry Walter. Ground ball to third. Gardner makes the play. Over to first, 2nd out. And now we have Hal Chase coming up. Chase hits a ground ball to Yerkes at second. He will make a nice play and retire the side. Bottom of the third, Les Nunnemaker leads off for the Red Sox. Strikeout. And now here's Buck O'Brien, top of the order for Boston. Pop fly ball to third. Dolan squeezes it in the glove for the 2nd out. And now Harry Hooper. And this one's a grounder, and Street can't make the play. It's going to be a 1-base error, score at E2. First error made by the Highlanders. Hooper goes to first, and we'll see Steve Yerkes. Let's see if I can get the lead with him. He can't get the lead, and we won't attempt. I'll let Yerkes bat. Yerkes hits a fly ball to left. Zinn will make the catch. So 3 innings gone by. New York Highlanders, nothing. Boston Red Sox, nothing. Top of the 4th coming up. Here's Roy Hartzell. Hartzell grounds 1 to Stahl at first, makes the easy play. And now Burt Daniels comes up. And Burt Daniels trots down to first on a walk. This is also the year that the New York Highlanders also won pinstripes for the first time ever. They won pinstripes, I think, at the start of the season. And I think they were at home against the Red Sox. I'll have to check that. But it was the first year the New York Highlanders / Yankees wore pinstripes for the first time. Here's Cozy Dolan. And Daniels can't get the lead. He's off to the races. We will make the throw. And he's safe. Daniels slides into second pretty easily, as Nunnemaker couldn't get him out. And now here's Dolan to bat. Dolan goes ahead. It's a fly ball to center. And it is Tris Speaker there to make the catch. And now we shall see Earl Gardner. And Gardner's going to get himself a base hit. Wolverton is giving Daniels the green light. We're going to try to get him out. The throw comes home. No, can't get him out in time. Daniels scores. Gardner stays at first. And the New York Highlanders score the first run ever at Fenway Park. 1-0. I can see why Boston Red Sox fans can't stand the Yankees. Here's Gabby Street. Gabby Street. This one's a line out to short for the final out. And that is the end of the inning. New York 1, Boston nothing, bottom of the 4th. And Tris Speaker will bat. And strike out. And that brings up Jake Stahl. Stahl hits a single to center. Daniels will toss it into Hartzell into the infield, and the Red Sox are man on first. And now Larry Gardner. Let's see if we can get him to see if we can get a tip steal. Can't get the lead, won't attempt. And Gardner's got a chance at hit and run. Let's see if we can get the hit and run is on. The hit and run is on. Here's the throw. It's a ground ball. It's hit back to Caldwell. Force play to pitcher, and he does make the play. Stahl is on first. He's out, and Gardner will take over first base. So the hit and run, 2 outs. Gardner on, and now here's Duffy Lewis. Split card comes up a fly ball to left to end the inning. Top of the 5th inning coming up, and we got Ray Caldwell leading off for the Highlanders. There's a line out to second base. Yerkes makes the play, 1 down. And now here's Guy Zinn. There's a base hit, clean single. And Harry Walter will come up to bat. And O'Brien with the pickoff tag. A balk has been called, so Zinn will trot to second. So Buck O'Brien is having some issues in this. He committed an error to try to pick him off, and now a balk has been called with the pickoff attempt. So that moves Zinn to second, and now here's Harry Walter. There's a single to right, and Wolverton's going to put up the stop sign. So runners at first and third, 1 out. And now Hal Chase will come up. There's the play. It's a fly out to left field, and line right out there as Lewis makes the catch. 2 men down, and runners still at the corners. Here's Hartzell. He's off to the races. He's running, and we're going to hold the ball and let him run, take the bag. Runners at second and third now. Hartzell still at the plate. There's a fly ball to left. Can Lewis make the play? Yes, he can, to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's Heine Wagner. Strike out, and it brings up Les Nunemaker. Grounds out to Dolan at third. Easy cross the diamond for the out at first. 2 men down. And there's Buck O'Brien. And there's a pop fly ball to Chase at first, who makes the catch. Easy inning there for the Highlanders. We go to the 6th. It'll be Burt Daniels to lead off for New York. Daniels hits a single to center. And Tris Speaker's trying to get it. This might be stretching to a double. Nope, he decides to hold up. So Daniels will stay at first, and it brings up Cozy Dolan. O'Brien with the pickoff attempt. Safe, a close play. Daniels just got back. There he goes. We'll try to throw. And it throws sails into the outfield on an error. Nunemaker. It throws sails into it. Speaker will have to throw it back in, but Daniels will go to third. So far the base running has helped the New York Highlanders make the Boston Red Sox commit 2 key errors. Daniels goes to third. The infield's going to be in with nobody out. Dolan's still at the plate, and he strikes out. And now O'Brien will pitch to Earl Gardner. There's a fly ball to center. Speaker commits a 2-base error. Daniel scores from third, and it's now 2-0 Highlanders. Tris Speaker, who doesn't make that many errors, but this time he does. Gardner on second. Here's Gabby Street. He can't get the lead. Gabby Street singles into center. Wolverton puts up the stop sign. And now with runners at the corners, Ray Caldwell is up for New York. Boy, that's 3 errors on the Boston Red Sox in their first ever game here at Fenway Park. He's running with the pitch. It's a delayed steal of home. And they're going to hold the ball. No throw. Nunemaker holds on to the ball. Street will move on to second. And Caldwell still at the plate. There's a pop fly ball to third. Gardner makes the catch. 2 men down, and now here's Guy Zinn. Zinn hits a single to left field. Lewis will make the play. He'll bring the ball back into the diamond. Street will move on. To third, Gardner scores. It's now 3-0 Highlanders. Here's Harry Walter. And he strikes out to finally end the inning. New York 3, Boston nothing, bottom of the 6th. Leading off for the Red Sox is going to be Harry Hooper. And there's a fly ball to left. Zinn will make the catch, one down. And now here is Steve Yerkes. Yerkes walks, so the Red Sox get a base runner. And now here's the ever-dangerous Tris Speaker, Hall of Famer. Can he make a big hit? Nope, he lines out to short, and he gets it back, and then he doubles him off at first. Double play. And so far, the Red Sox having a tough day in their new ballpark. I wonder if they should consider dismantling this and already building a new one. It's 7th inning, but still a beautiful day here at Fenway Park, but it's 3-0 Highlanders. The Red Sox aren't feeling it. We're going to the top of the 7th. Hal Chase is going to lead off for the Highlanders. And there's a fly out to center. Speaker does make the catch on this one away. And now here's Roy Hartzell. Hartzell, it's a fly ball to Hooper and right for the second out. And now here's Burt Daniels. Split card comes up, a fly out to center field. Speaker makes the play to end the inning. In what year did Hall of Famer Stan Musial and Ted Williams face each other in the World Series? 1946. Stan the Man Musial and Ted Williams. Really interesting there. Of course, both of them in the Hall of Fame. Ted Williams probably considered the best hitter in pure hitter in baseball history. And a lot of people, of course, if you're a Red Sox fan, you'll say that. And really, was there anybody else that hit any better than Ted Williams? I mean, let's not take the thing away from Willie Mays or from, even from the players before Ted Williams, such as like Ed Delahanty, Tris Speaker, and the like. It's just amazing, as you think about Stan Musial and Ted Williams are legends of the game. And now we have today's legends, such as Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, today's home run hitters, such as like Yoenis Cespedes, Mike Trumbo. Even still, we do have today's baseball legends today. We really do. And that's why baseball, I think, is still probably the greatest game, in all of sports. Don't get me wrong, I love my football, people. I truly do. Let's go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Here is Jake Stahl to see if maybe the Red Sox can get something going, and he does. It's a base hit. Stahl will go to first, and I'm not going to worry about stealing. We got to get base runners. So Larry Gardner will bat. Gardner grounds one back to Caldwell. It's a force play. He makes the play. Stahl is out. Gardner goes to first, and now it's up to Duffy Lewis. Lewis walks. Runners at first and second now for a Heine Wagner. This is a Boston team in 1912 that won the World Series. And I'll tell you, in this game against the Highlanders, they're not getting many hits. They committed 3 errors so far. And Ray Caldwell for the Highlanders is actually pitching pretty darn good. Let's see what Heine Wagner can do. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Could this be the inning that we finally get on the board? There's a base hit. There's a base hit. And we're going to send the runner. We're going to try to get the gut off the cup to throw, allow the run to score. And the Boston Red Sox score their first run here at Fenway Park. It's now 3-1. Les Nuttemaker will be up. Runners still at first and second with 1 out. Wolverton's going to bring in a new pitcher. It's going to be Jack Quinn. Let's have a look at him. Jack Quinn, in 1912, 5 wins, 7 losses, a 5.79 ERA. That's interesting that you take out Caldwell. He's only given up 4 hits. I was a little surprised about that. I wonder why you take him out. He's pitching very well, and he only give up a run. I mean, and yet they're not. The relief pitching was still very uncommon back during the dead ball era. Let's see what Nuttemaker can do against the new pitcher. There's a ground ball to third. Dolan makes the play, throws over to first, but Wagner and Lewis move up, and now it'll be up to Buck O'Brien, and he is my starting pitcher, and I'm gonna bring in a pinch hitter absolutely. So let's see what we got here, O'Brien, and let's see, we got a right-hander, so we need to bring a lefty. Let's see here. How about Henriksen? Batted, 321. Thomas. Let's bring in Henriksen. So coming on to bat for the Red Sox will be Olaf Henriksen in 1912, 321 average, 411 slugging percentage, but only 56 at bats, so this would be considered, yes, a ringer card. This is a ringer card, but that's what you do here in a little game like this. Here is Henriksen. Here's the pitch. And he's plunked. Bases loaded. And now Harry Hooper will come on to bat for the Red Sox. 2 men out. Bases loaded. Harry Hooper 0 for 3. Can he make the play? Here's the pitch. And he lines out to end the inning. We'll need a new pitcher. And the Highlanders have 3 righties up there, so I think we'll bring in a right-hander. Let's see here. What we got here. Let's see. Bushelman, Collins. I guess we'll go ahead and bring in. Why not bring in Chakotay? Well, Chakotay 3.50 average. Let's bring in Chakotay. Coming on to pitch for the Boston Red Sox will be Eddie Chakotay. Chakotay in 1912, 10 wins, 10 losses, 3.5 ERA. He did with 24 starts, so he has been brought in. And no saves, and 198 innings pitched. We're in the top of the 8th inning. New York 3, Boston 1, and Cozy Dolan leads off for the Highlanders, and it's a fly ball to Hooper and right for the out. And now we'll see Earl Gardner. Gardner pops out to third, 2 men down. And now here's Gabby Street. Split card coming up. Fly ball to left field. Lewis makes the catch. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 8th. Here is Steve Yerkes. Yerkes grounds 1 to Dolan. And he gets up with it. Fires across the diamond. 1 man out. And now here is Tris Speaker. Speaker 0 for 3 today. And he strikes out. 0 for 4. And now it'll be Jack Stahl. Stahl gets a double. He'll go to second, so now maybe the Red Sox have something going on here at Fenway. And here's Larry Gardner. Gardner's going to come in through the clutch. Stahl scores from second. And that's now 3-2, so a big hit by Gardner in the clutch. He goes to first, and now it's Duffy Lewis with the batter at the bat. Lewis strikes out. But the Red Sox do get 1 at the end of 8. New York 3, Boston 2, top of the 9th inning. We'll leave Chakotay on the mound for the Red Sox. Jack Quinn pops out to Wagner at short, 1 down. And now here is Guy Zinn. Zinn smacks a fly ball to left. Lewis with the catch, 2 down. And now we shall see Harry Walter. Walter hits a single to Speaker at center. It's a single. Speaker will throw it into the diamond for the base hit, keeping Walter at first. And now here's Hal Chase. Chase gets a base hit, and now we got runners at first and second. And now here's Roy Hartzell. And Hartzell flies out to right to end the inning. Bottom of the 9th inning. Highlanders 3, Red Sox 2. First ever game here at Fenway Park. And let's see what Wagner can do. And Wolverton is going to stick with Quinn. There's a ground ball to Hartzell at short for the first out. Now it's up to Les Nunemaker. Nunemaker hits 1 to Hartzell. This one's going to be an error by Hartzell. It's an E6. Nunemaker goes to first. And Eddie Chakotay's the batter, and we will bring in a pinch hitter. And let's see. We need to bring up a left. We're going to bring in Thomas. Coming up to bat for the Red Sox will be Pinch Thomas. In 1912, a 200 average. But you go with the splits here. You go with the splits against a right-handed, right versus lefty. You usually always do this if you should. He'll go up against Jack Quinn. 1 out. Tying runner on first. Here's the pitch. Line drive right to first. That's the second out. And now it's up to Harry Hooper. Hooper, who is 0 for 4. Can he redeem himself? Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball to Chase at first. And it's an error. Chase can't make the play. Runners at first and second. And the Red Sox are still alive with Steve Yerkes coming out. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. And it's a clutch moment. And let's see what Jack Quinn wants to do here for the Highlanders. Tying run at second, winning run at first. Yerke's the batter. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball to Hartzell. Hartzell couldn't get to it. Nonamaker scores from second. Hooper takes third. We got a tie ball game. The crowd's going crazy. First ever game at Fenway Park. The Red Sox tie it up. Jack Quinn blows the save. Winning run at third base. The batter is Tris Speaker, who is 0 for 4. The best hitter in baseball that year. Tris Speaker has a chance to win it. Here's the windup. And Wolverton's going to make a pitching change. He's going to bring in Red Hoff. Let's have a look at him. Red Hoff in 1912. No wins, a loss. A 6.89 ERA. He only started one game. So Wolverton taking a chance. But Tris Speaker, who hasn't done anything, struck out twice. 0 for 4. The winning run at third. It's up to Red Hoff to try to send it to extras. Here's the pitch to Speaker. Speaker gets the base hit. Speaker gets the base hit. Hooper scores. Ball game. Boston Red Sox win in the bottom of the ninth inning. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? A 3-2 lead, and the New York Highlanders blow it. Red Hoff comes in, allows the base hit to Speaker, who is 0 for 4. Hooper scores, and that's the game. The Boston Red Sox pull it out of their ass with a 4-3 win. What a ball game here at Fenway Park. Boy, I'm glad I played this one. And trust me, I didn't know this was going to happen. Let's take a look at the box score, everyone. What a ball game. Let's have a look. Jake Stahl for the Red Sox was 3 for 4 today. Yerke's 2 for 4. Speaker 1 for 5, but he got the game-winning RBI. So Tris Speaker, not one of his better days, but he comes through in the clutch. For the New York Highlanders, Zinn, Walter, and Daniels all had 2 hits each. And the loss goes to Jake Quinn. He gets the loss and the blown save. Eddie Cicotte picks up the win. According to attendance, 17,000 fans watched this game here. There were no homers over that green monster. The Highlanders left 10 on base. The Red Sox left 8. A lot of errors, including one by Speaker. But Speaker comes through in the clutch with a big hit. The hometown crowd was rewarded with a dramatic ending as the Boston Red Sox stage a comeback win over the New York Highlanders by the count of 4-3. What an exciting game this was, people. I'm glad I did this one. First ever game at Fenway Park here on April 20, 1912. What a game. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did playing it. Terrific game, truly. That's why baseball's great, isn't it, people? Well, that's it for strat-o-matic Baseball. 1913 will be the next season coming up. We'll probably be doing that in a day or two. So for all of you baseball fans out there, I want to say, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Once again, final score, first ever game at Fenway. The Boston Red Sox over the New York Highlanders, 4-3.